light off because, I don't know, it seems to be better like this. Anyway, I tried to film the video yesterday using the Tartist Pro palette that I got for my Christmas, but it was an absolute fucking disaster because it was a very sunny day yesterday. I had to shut the curtains and then my ring light was just being a ball bag. So yeah, we have you on the lowest setting, so hopefully you'll see. I don't know, for me just now as I'm filming this, the speech of me speaking seems to be lagging behind. You can let me know in the video, but anyway. So, I have on this primer, which is the Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury, which is in my project pan. And I also have on my Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow foundation, which is in my project pan as well, because I have just done a TikTok doing a brightening under your eyes hack. So if you want to follow me over on TikTok, it's at Julie Barber. That would be lovely. I don't do TikTok a lot really because, I don't know, it's not a platform that I'm that fussed about. So let's dive on in, and we are going to use this palette. Now when I did use it yesterday, all of these shades here are mattes and all of these are shimmers, and I used this shimmer on my lid. I used it first of all just with my finger and then I wet a brush, and it wasn't very good at all. However, the mattes were pretty good, so I think for this video I'm just going to do a matte eye look, which I normally never do. Before I actually do the eyes though, I'm going to pop on just a bit of other base stuff just quickly with you so that it's not going to be a million times long. So let's do some contour with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I'm getting really into contour. I've got a contour wand or stick, whatever you want to call it, coming from, where's my wee brush? ASOS, because I sold a couple of things on eBay and I went on to ASOS yesterday and they had a sale. I actually almost got one of the new Charlotte Tilbury matte blushers because they were, I think they're like 30 something pound, it was down to 24. But to be honest with you, I am just not a massive, huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, some of her products are good, but it's just, I think it's very overhyped, to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, very overhyped. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? We're entitled to our opinions, so if you're a massive Charlotte Tilbury fan, then that's great. I mean, I'm using her products and I've got her stuff, and there's some things of hers I love. Like, I love the Bitch Perfect lipsticks, one of my faves. I like the Kim KW one. I like this contour wand, but I don't think the contour wand is worth the price tag of £29. I think my Makeup by Mario one is much better, and I know the Makeup by Mario one is much more expensive, but I do think that one's better personally. Now what is this bloody thing doing? I don't know what this phone is doing apart from pissing me off in life. Anyway, so yes, I've lost my train of thought now because I just got annoyed with the phone. Oh yeah, I was saying I've got into contour, so. But yeah, I like the way that contours, except it's making my nose look like. This is just a little contour brush from Primark. Okay, I'm going to use a tiny bit of this bronzer by Barry M. This is Tropical Heat Wave bronzing powder. It is so pigmented, like I am not kidding you. Literally hardly need any of it because you will look bronzed like there is no tomorrow. Like literally, you look like you have been at the beach and get a suntan. Okay, for blush, I am going to use the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in the colour Bermuda. I might just use my finger for this actually. I'm going to pop a little bit on. And then I actually think, where is my sponge? Oopsie. I'm just going to dab it in a bit with this sponge. I get rosy cheeks anyway, especially with this perimenopausal. It's driving me connectors. I'm actually just going to dip my sponge into it. I don't know if that'll work, but oh, it does. Oh, lovely. I don't know why all of a sudden this bloody phone now. I think we're at the lowest setting. Yeah, we're at the lowest setting on my ring light. So if you feel that you've put too much blush on, do not panic, because you can take your foundation brush or sponge and go over it. But to be honest with you, your blush is always the first kind of item to fade. I actually just used my fingers for my foundation today, or tonight even, but I'm just doing a quick going over. It's only 6:30 at night, but I know that if I put this big light on, it's just going to be a ball ache. Beautiful. Okay then. So as I'm filming this right now, it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's if you celebrate it. I don't need to put any concealer or that, I feel, just now. For highlight, I'm going to use Wet n Wild Precious Petals. Where is my Hannah brush? We went out last night for some food because we were thinking it would be absolutely heaving tonight, and it was absolutely heaving at the restaurant last night. We were literally, the guy was like, we can fit you in. He was like, but you'll have to go on a table under the stairs, is that okay? And we were like, yes. But it was absolutely heaving, so I dread to think what it'll be like tonight. But it was very nice. And I got a lovely box of goodies from Look Fantastic for my Valentine, and a lovely card. So that was very nice indeed. Okay, let's move on for the moment to the S. So as I say, we're using the Tartist Pro palette, which I got for my birthday in December. It's got this huge mirror. As I say, this is the situation. There's the phone, there's the ring light. Oh look, it's gone back to that screen now. And yes, we're on the lowest setting, so that you can hopefully see what I'm doing. Right, I think I can see what I'm doing. Give me a brush here. So I'm going to go into one of the lightest shades, just as this bloody thing. I don't know, this phone just keeps doing what it wants. Look, if I hold this up to you, I'm using the darkest shade up here. Sorry, the darkest shade. The lightest shade up here, I mean. It's just sort of skin coloured. As I say, I think I'm just going to do an all matte look, which I never ever do, but I wasn't impressed with that shimmer in this palette that I used yesterday. I kept the makeup on and I went out last night with it on, but I was like, I'm not putting this video up because it was just horrendous. So I'm now going to take the next shade along, this light one here, which is called Innocent, and I'm just using the same brush, and we are just going to take this in the socket of my eye and just wiggle it a bit. The only thing with filming at night is that I'm just going to take this makeup straight back off, so it's annoying. But I can't afford these big expensive cameras, and I was looking at lights, like even just a wee panel light, or I don't know, would a panel light be better, or a box light to maybe put at the side of me or something? I honestly don't know. I don't have the kind of desk where I can clip it onto it, and this is just a small like desktop ring light that I got ages ago in, I think it was B&M's. It's not one of the bigger ones or one that's got an extendable pole on it. But if I was to get one of those panel lights and I pulled the desk forward, I could put it behind the desk and maybe have it over here or something. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I'm going to go then into this deeper shade here, which is called Whimsy, and I'm just again using the same brush, and I'm going to take this one like on my crease instead of into the socket. But yes, we went, if you do celebrate Valentine's, what is your plans? Are you going out? Have you been out? Obviously I pre-record, so Valentine's will be well and truly over with once you see this, but you can still let me know in the comments if you did celebrate it, what you got up to. It's just another day really, isn't it? It's a money making scheme at the end of it all, just like Easter and stuff. I mean, I'm not religious, so I know Easter is like a religious thing, isn't it? Which, you know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the box. For ages, I didn't even realise it was kind of religious. Now it's just like, why am I getting these God bless you cards from like a woman I used to work with? I didn't have the heart to say to her, I ain't religious. You're wasting your time on me. Just taking that same colour, looking up, and just taking it under the eye. Oh, itchy nose. Yeah, I'm not religious in the slightest. I don't have time for it. Each to their own. I think religion should very much be kept quiet and just to the individual. Personally, I just think it's not something that needs to be. That in politics, which I'm sure plenty of people will disagree on, but that's just how I feel about it. You know, pushing these sorts of things onto other people and your views is not the way to go about it. I really like that, even though I kind of look like I've got pink eye. Oh, I said I wasn't going to put a shimmer on, but I think I'm going to try this one. We'll give it a go again. What I'll do is I'll use my finger. So this is the shade. Let's see what it's like on. As I say, there's not much pigmentation to it though, is there? I mean, it's a bit brighter than the one below it, which is what I used first of all. I've still got a few palettes and other bits and bobs that I got new, or new to me, like not brand new out makeup. If only I could afford to get all the brand new releases, that would be the dream. This is just a brush that was in a Birchbox, so I'm just using that just to sort of blend it all together a bit. As I say, as soon as I've taken photos for my thumbnail and things, I'll be taking it straight off again. That's quite nice actually. It looks messy as hell. Maybe once I put mascara and stuff on. Okay folks, where's that wee brush? I'm going to take this liner brush and I'm going to spray it, because I much prefer to use shadows as liners, and I'm going to go into this deep purpley shade, which is called Drama, and I am going to try, I don't want to do a wing, it's like a winged out look as such, but I just want to add some of it, you know, to the lash line bit. Here's another spray. You can either spray the setting sprays onto the shadow, or you can spray it onto the brush. But if you're like me and you blink like there's no tomorrow, or you struggle with liquid liner, this is a really good tip, is to use your shadows. Also, if you make a mistake, it's easier to correct because you can just smudge it in. Whereas with the liquid liner, it is so messy. And you also don't have to be super duper precise. Like, I'm not being super duper precise with this at all. Give it another wee spray. Oops. Okay. I just have the most blinky eyes. You see people and they're just like with their eyeliner, and it's just like, okay, well, it's just dandy, innit? You could also use like penciled coloured eyeliners as well, if you wished. If you find that you're not good with, let's see, the old liquid liner. It also makes it softer too. It's not as harsh as a liquid liner. Beautiful. And then, where is my wee brushy? Just take a little smallish brush and then just sort of smudge it just slightly. Lovely jubbly. And then I'm going to take this liner by Urban Decay. It is a purple liner and it is called Empire. And I'm going to add that into my waterline. Oh, sorry, hit the frame. Right, let's have a wee look. Crooks mascara. I'm going to use my Huda one, and I'm going to use, this is the Legit Lashes, and I'm going to use the volume side. And that's basically everything, isn't it? Just need to do a lip. I'm going to use Doll Beauty. This is Boy Bye liner. And then I am going to use, this is Amber by Maybelline. These glosses are so lovely. And then I would finish off with setting spray, but because I've just done my mascara, it would go everywhere. So as I say, this is the look using the Tartist Pro. What do you guys think? Not bad. It's not my favourite palette, not going to lie. I do definitely think the mattes are where it's at for this palette, not the shimmers. So if you love yourself some mattes more than shimmers, then you would love this palette. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.